Good evening. This is going to be an unboxing video for the game Inbetween. This has been sitting on the discount shelf of our local game store for quite some time, and I was always intrigued by the minimalist look, I guess you'd call it, of the box. It's almost all completely wrapped in this gorgeous art, with one minor explanation on one of these corners here, and it's so small it really doesn't tell you what the game's all about. It says, Inbetween is a game for two players competing against each other to either protect or devour the inhabitants of Upsideville in a tug-of-war between the human and creature dimensions. Has 78 cards, 31 wooden markers, 14 cardboard tokens, and a rule book. So yeah, this is a asymmetrical two-player game, and I really like the easy mechanics and the look of it when I saw it being played, so I decided to pick it up today. So let's crack it open. There we go. I do hope I get the chance to actually play this someday. So there's the rule book. Here are the chits. That's the direction in which you play, depending on which way the arrow's pointing, I believe. These chits here determine how cards you have will affect the cards in the town and the creature dimension. And you're able to change the aspects with them, I believe. Ah, it's printed on both sides too. That's nice. Alright. It's got a nice amount of storage bags. Storage bags are plentiful. The interior is also printed with all that really great artwork. Look at these cards. They're nice and huge. Bigger than your standard size cards, not quite Tarot sized. Let's see, is it printed underneath this? No. But even though that they printed the insert is pretty cool. Let's try to put this back in now. Oh, come on. And I like that it's so small. I don't know how many times I've picked up a game, and I might have mentioned it on a video too, where there'll be a game with even less than what you see this game comes with here. Like this. And the box is 3 times the size. This isn't a game that's going to be having lots of expansions or anything like that. But yeah, always seems very wasteful to me. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick read through of the overview or whatever, since the box really doesn't tell you too much. Let's see. Something dark is stalking the streets of Upsideville. People are disappearing without a trace. Friends and neighbors look at you with haunted eyes. If you can bear to meet their glance at all, you can see fear on their faces and an unspoken message born of desperation. Why is this happening to us? I don't want to be next. Inbetween is a two-player game competing against each other to either protect or devour the inhabitants of Upsideville in a tug-of-war between the human and creature dimensions. Game overview. During a game of Inbetween, the creature player is trying to devour the inhabitants of Upsideville by drawing them ever deeper into its home dimension, while the town player is trying to increase the safety of the inhabitants in the human dimension until they are secured from the creature's depredations. Players take it in turn to play cards and use abilities that will draw the characters further into their dimension. At the same time, they are trying to increase their awareness of the opponent so as to enhance a powerful one-time ability that may affect the game's outcome. There are several routes to victory. There are several routes to victory in Inbetween. A player can win by drawing enough characters into their dimension or by increasing their awareness to its highest level. Alright. Full color and printed instruction booklet also. It's got samples of the really great art in it. Alright, let's open the cards. Obviously I won't be doing a read-through of all the cards, but hopefully we get to see most of them. There we go. Alright, so these are the cards that show you what to do on your turn. Two of them, obviously. These are the awareness cards. I'm guessing the white one is for the town, black one's for the creatures. Yeah. If you meet certain goals or get certain effects, you'll have a cube up here that's going to steadily go down and give you these one-time effects listed. The first person to get to number 6 is the winner. And there are other ways of winning also. If you have a certain number more or less of things on the game board. So if you're the townspeople, you need to have a certain number of the creatures being defeated on the board in order to win, and vice versa for the creatures. I don't know if defeated is the right word for it. Basically, the creatures are trying to lure the townsfolk into their dimension, and the townsfolk are trying to keep the creatures out. That's how I understand it anyway. Right, so these are the creature cards. Replacement, struggle, lurking, ambush, hiding, rage, entrapment. I love the color scheme on these creature cards here. Replacement. It's not monochromatic, right? But it's kind of sepia toned. Lurking, ambush, hiding, replacement, struggle. Okay, I'm glad I didn't say anything. Really nice quality cards. Glossy stock, heavy. I like these. Looks like they'll shuffle really easily. I'm not at all a good shuffling, but awesome artwork on the back. I believe these are going to be okay. Yeah. Right, so these are the cards that the city people or player will be able to use in their hand. Got equipment cards, like this fire hose, this sedative, throwing stuff. Regroup. Evacuation. Covering your tracks. Move quickly. Shotgun. Driving license. Floor it. Make a U-turn. Lock the door. Reroute. Move quickly. I think we already showed that one. Breakfast bars. Coupon. Front page article. This one's on the house. Preparations. Stockroom check. Move quickly, you've seen that one. Revolver. Walkie-talkie. Night search. Set up barricade. Risky maneuver. Move quickly, we've already seen that one. And we have, we need to close this. I was thinking while looking at this, and the artwork, this is not quite the opposite of the creature cards. This is the town folks cards, and rather than reddish and brownish colors, these are all blue and blackish colors. And again, I like the minimalist color scheme. I still have the townsfolk character cards to go through, but I was just thinking while looking through these, I'm a fan of that show Supernatural, and I already like the theme of this game. This theme was obviously inspired by Stranger Things, and that's nothing wrong with that. It's a brilliant show. But while looking at this art and then reviewing some of the videos of the gameplay, I was thinking if you were going to tack on a theme onto this game, Supernatural would actually fit quite nicely. If you had the amazing art or artist that did this, I have to give them props. I'll look in the book later. But yeah, if you could imagine this game with a supernatural theme and the artwork done by the same person, I think that would carry over quite well. But anyway, what do we have here? Okay, so these are the characters in the town that you're trying to protect. We have Mina, Max, Jamie, Tom, Lance, Jeremy, Timmy, Richard, Julie, Scott, Sam, Maggie, Natalie, Earl, Rodney, Carl, Bob, and Mandy. It's always got to be a Bob in these. Oh, and I'm sorry, I didn't even pay attention. So, okay, the creature cards aren't double-sided. But the townsfolk cards are actually double-sided because when you, if the creature dimension ends up capturing these, they flip over. I'm not sure if it affects the game or not, or if it's just to show you that this character is no longer viable. So let's take a look at these. Just turn these around like this. There's Mina, Max, Jamie, Tom, Lance, Jeremy, Timmy, Richard, Julie, Scott, Sam, Maggie, Natalie, Earl, Rodney, Carl, Bob. Wow, this is amazing artwork. Okay, let's see if we can find out who the artist is in here, because they deserve some praise. Okay, it's got to be in the back then, yeah? Character card abilities, credits, here we go. Cards artwork is by, please forgive me if I slaughter this name's pronunciation, but it looks like Siverin. I'm guessing the W could possibly be pronounced as a V. So possibly Severin. It's S-E-W-E-R-Y-N. Borkowski. Sebastian Zakrzewski. I knew I was going to mess it up. Sebastian Zakrzewski. And Thomas Calise. Amazing artwork. Rulebook and card layout. Rulebook and text. Inbetween was created using a 16-hour drive to Essen Spiel in 2015. The idea hit me out of nowhere, and since I was the only person from Historical Games Factory without a driving license back then, I could focus on the game. From that day, the game went through lots of changes. It also received a totally new theme thanks to Board and Dice creativity. Special thanks to Matt Dembeck. Creating a game from the moment when it's an idea until its final version is a long and laborious process. That's why I would like to thank a few people who wanted to play test it with me long before Inbetween was fun. Right, those are a bunch of big foreign names there. But yes, huge, incredible praise for the artists behind the work on these cards. It's incredible. And I'm guessing it really adds to the just the element of, I don't know, terror and suspense and things like that in games like this. It's incredible. And I know I mentioned it already, but I can really see the supernatural theme going into this game. Like, you could have the different characters besides the brothers on this side, and then you could have all the different monsters in the monster deck here. Alright, I have to do some sorting, I guess. Put these things away, and I'm going to do a solo playthrough. Not something I'm going to put on video, but I'm very excited by this game. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous game. So this has been an unboxing video for the game Inbetween. I haven't played it yet, but I'm going to recommend it. So if you see a very nondescript box at your game store that looks very domestic, kind of blasé, not a lot to it. You look at it and you think, I don't know, Barbie doll dream house or something. Then you turn it around and you look at that. So if you do find this game somewhere, give it a look-see. Hopefully you'll be able to find a demo of it to play. I'm very excited about this. Alright, thanks a lot.